Good afternoon, everybody. So, my name is Mirriam Kanchele, and with me today, I'm going to be briefly teaching you about an exceptional child. So, to start with, we'll start with the basics, which is the definition of an exceptional child. So, we're taught to say an exceptional child is being different in needs, and individuals are different in terms of a classroom. We have the disabled, the disadvantaged, the talented, and the gifted. So by these people, you can differentiate to say who is who, and we address them by exceptional, meaning they're different from a group of norms. So for the differences between how you teach an exceptional child and how you teach a normal child, we have ways like for an exceptional child, the teaching methods are different. We have those people that are exceptionally different in terms of like the put on specs, those are some special provisions. Others use wheelchairs, others use white books, others have hearing aids, and so forth and so forth. So the teaching methods or the approach that you use in terms of teaching them should differ as well, in a way that it should accommodate everybody at the end of the day. So the first one is teaching method. Secondly is the curriculum. If your curriculum is based on things that only want to be seen, and then we have the blind, you should use some provisions. There are those that can't hear, but they can see. You can use drawings. Virtues can mix together with the voice notes in these ways. And then we also have the instructional materials. Like what materials are you using? Are the materials that you're using at hand accommodating both the exceptional children and those that are not exceptional children? Then the other one is the person training them. As a teacher, we have teachers that have trained specifically for the special children, the gifted children, the talented and the disadvantaged children. And then there are teachers that are experienced to have a class of kids that don't have those exceptionalism. So at the end of the day, you'd ask yourself to say, how best, or is it good to get oriented with both the exceptional children and those that are not exceptional? I would say yes, because as teachers, we are there to learn, to explore, and to invent, to be creative, to be critical thinkers, and so forth. So you should be best oriented in both angles. I might not be specializing in special kids, but it is important to say I should have an idea of how to handle if in case I was to find myself with one. Looking at how days are going these days, it's not everybody who's comfortable with taking their children to a special school. Instead, they would enroll them in these other normal schools, and of which you'd have a maximum of 5 students with exceptional problems in your classroom, and you just can't ignore them. There are those with sight issues. So with such people, you might see them tilting their heads or twitching their eyes as you're writing on the board. So if a student is seated at the back, it's advisable that you move them a little bit closer to the chalkboard or stuff like that, so that they'll be able to see. There are those that have issues with the hearing. So it's advisable that at times they would follow the pitch of sound, where if you're in front, you move, they would move with you. So it's like their hearing is like wherever you go, that's why. So there's nothing wrong with you leaving the comfort of the board and then moving a little bit closer to them. That way you tend to accommodate them with their hearing. And then pictures, the materials that you use. If you're teaching ICT, you talk of a keyboard, sorry. It's best you download, if you can't beam it on the board using a projector, that is, if a projector is not there, you can have a rough drawing or a printed drawing of what a keyboard is. And then you can label their functions or write down their functions. That would help those that are deaf and dumb or hard of hearing. So in so many ways, you can accommodate the exceptional children. But for now, this was the brief explanation or brief lesson that I had for you. Thank you very much.